That is the work of Almighty God in heaven. The same prophecy I was given, that there is no other religious minister in the zoo that can match 0.0000001% of the accuracy of our prediction. No, nobody can. I'm getting. Now listen carefully to me. All of you in Biafra land, you're going to die. Even the Pakistani mercenaries that we saw in Olu, all of you. They send their army, their zombie army, to the east, where they will be destroyed by Elohim. Then the sun will rise over the land of Biafra, never to dim again for eternity. It was today that the full weight of that message that I was giving dawned on me. When I was on air and I was saying that we would draw them to the east, and the real bad eggs will take over their land. I didn't even know what I was saying, but it has happened today. Do you know who KB people are? You don't know, but I will tell you later. The people who are in Olu today fighting, most of them are from KB State. In the Nigerian army. They came to Olu. But as they left the north, their lands are being taken over by hardened savages and animals from across the Sahel that their political masters imported into the zoo. All of the army, Nigerian army in Biafra land, you are going to die there. You will die in Biafra land. All of you will die there. Our people don't understand this very message that we are giving to them. But I do hope that after tonight, they will get it. All of you will die in Biafra land, those in Olu, those elsewhere. The best option for you is to take off your uniform and run away before it is too late. Go back to your land, those of you from Kebbi State. Go back to Kebbi to go and save your land. Because as you're in Olu, you have no village anymore to go back to in Kebbi. It's gone. Your village is gone and gone for good. That is the work of Almighty God in heaven. The same prophecy I was given, that there is no other religious minister in the zoo that can match 0.0000001% of the accuracy of our prediction. No, nobody can. I'm begging.
Yes, Biafra, we have emerged triumphant from all our foes. Through the crucible unscathed, we passed victorious. Our trumpet pealing, Lord, royal song, sing it, all hail Biafra. All hail Biafra. We shall always remember all that perished in the struggle for our freedom. All hail our heroes, our precious heroes. Day and night, save them always. All hail Biafra. Our star shines everywhere. We crave unity. Come guide and protect us all. All hail shielding us from unleashed by lion and a minute for fallen heroes and heroines. The time starts now. We continue to mourn our heroes past and present, and we pray that their spirit continue to fight and fight and fight, and may their spirit continue to protect and fight alongside with our BDF until we restore Biafra. Ise, Ise, Ise.
Let us pray. For God in heaven, Almighty Creator, the ancients of the ancients, the maker of the heavens and the earth, He created everything that the mind of a living soul can imagine, but none created thee. That is why we say you are immortal, you are invisible, you are omnipotent. This very God that every generation who has ever had the grace of knowing thee have always testified to your goodness. That is the same God that we kneel and bow before. This God is our refuge and our strength, a very present help, even in this time of Janjaweed trouble, even in this time of Fulani rage and terrorism. Therefore, we shall fear no evil. This IPOB shall fear no evil. Even if the whole world is against us, even if Britain intensifies their effort to cross this very light of hope in sub-Saharan Africa, even though they shake the mountains, even though the seas may rise, even though they may give all the weapons and ammunition to the zoological republic, no matter what they do, no matter how they foment their rage, it doesn't matter to us. For God, Chukokika Biama, is in the land of Biafra. We shall never ever be moved. This God of the ancients will help us now and forevermore. For Biafra shall come, and this Lord of hosts is with us. Chukokika Biama, the same God of Jacob. This same God of Shadrach and Meshach and Abednego, this God that never abandons his people, this same God is our refuge, and we proclaim it unashamedly that this God that we kneel and bow before, we shall worship thee, for Biafra is your promise. Your word is yea and amen. Instead of your word not to come to pass, heaven and earth will cease to exist. Upon this very hope we anchor all our belief that Biafra shall come in our time, and we pray that it comes this very year, that your glory may be made manifest in the lives of men, that we may kneel and bow before thee. He said,
Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, good night, Biafras that have gathered here in the Briggy space and all our international listeners. We, the Briggy and the Biafrans, welcome everyone. Yeah, I'm using we because all of us, we are welcoming ourselves here and every other person that will be listening to us later. Thank you so much. I want to first of all appreciate our leaders, our Onyendu and our Prime Minister, who are being jailed for the freedom of Biafrans. We thank you so much for being consistent in your demand for the freedom of Biafrans, because you've not given up. That is why you are still there till date. Thank you so much. And I also want to appreciate our Punisher, our APN, Ogechukwu Nkere, for still standing tall for Biafra freedom. We appreciate you, sir, and may God continue to protect you and order your steps and give you more wisdom. And I want to also appreciate our Kokondem, our indomitable Minister of Information, our great leader. He's also here in our midst today, sir. Welcome to Briggy Space. We, your team members, are here to work with you and continue to spread the gospel. I also want to appreciate the presence of all other cabinet members. I can see our original COs, who doesn't leave us behind. Every time we open the space, he is always here to speak to Biafrans. So you are welcome. I've seen Minister Betty. You are welcome, Mama. I've seen Minister Love. Welcome, Ma. And every other minister that will join to grace this space today. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much, Madam Key. You are welcome, and thank you for volunteering to accept the co-host to assist me this evening. I appreciate your presence. I welcome our sister Simon Ekpa, Emeka, Senior Citizen Stella, King David, No, Ekomdo, Emedio, Bianuleo. I appreciate you, Toti, Senior Citizen Ben, Simon Ekpa, One Media. I appreciate Biafra Liaison, No, Emedio, Ekomdo, Biafra Freedom, Eze Bina One, August Cyprian, Ekomdo, Emedio, Veteran Dragon 2, Ekomdo, Senior Citizen, Biafra lies on Malaysia. Ekomdo Mazilias. Ekomdo no. Eddie Funky. Ekomdo no. No. Young Money. Rage and Fury. Also known as Take It Up From There. Odogo no. Maziana no. Good News no. Ekomdo. Mama Minister Love. Ekomdo no. Chuku no. Izudede no. The HOD of the listening station, Sister Ihu, long time no. Brother I farm the man with the baritone voice. No, Ikomdo Emedio, Williams Emedio, Iye Uche, you are always there, Bagam. Immediately space start, you tune in. Welcome. Uchenna, welcome. Made in Biafra, I suppose. Welcome. Success. Welcome. Emedi, Don, Osa, Emedio, Biara, Nwachin, Ekomdo, Stanley, no. Igbo, go, no. Candid, no. Chivo, no. Honor in no. Ekomdo to all of you and those of you in the anonymous section. We say no. Ekomdo, Emedio, Abasedio, Ofurowo. Yes, thank you so much, Biafrans, for tuning in. I will not forget our shield, that the reason why we have gathered here. We say our BDF, kudos, and may God continue to protect you. And may the spirits of our heroes and heroines fight alongside with you so that we can, handle these terrorists that have come to kill our people. We salute all of you in the BDF. Thank you so much. We've already read the message you shared this morning, how you are dealing with the terrorists. Yes, they brought the word to us and they must collect as they come. Thank you so much, our BDF. Yes, my people, today is our fundraising, so we are not going to spend a lot of time here. I welcome each and every one of you once again. We are here to spread the truth. Yes, we are here to connect the dots between yesterday's headlines and today's massacre and tomorrow's potential for freedom and safety. That is why we've gathered here. And we have this central question that we have to address today, because when a state fails to protect its citizens, what is their right? What will the citizens do? Will they just keep quiet? Or they have to take up their own way of securing themselves? So when we cry for help, we have to also back it up with action. And that is the more reason Brigi, Biafra Republic Government in Exile, took up this work, they took up this challenge, and then they did the right thing by bringing the global attention to the persecution of Christians. And when we say Christians, we are talking about Biafrans, because all the Christians that have been killed in Nigeria, 99.9% are Biafrans that relocated from their state, from their land, going to search for greener pastures in the northern part of Nigeria, because these people packed all our resources and used our money and our resources to develop their own region. And that is why Biafrans had to migrate, to see how they can survive. And at the end of the day, we are going to pack their corpses. Some of them, they have been burned. Some of them, they have been chopped into pieces. Those are Biafrans. So we pray that their soul continue to rest in peace. Yes, that was why they left their nation. Had it been Nigeria did not steal our resources, colluding with Britain, nothing will happen to our brothers and sisters in that region of Nigeria. But for them to survive, they had to migrate, because they deceived them and said, you have to come to Lagos, you have to come and make it in the north, you have to come and make it in Sokoto, if it is not the northern part of Nigeria, you cannot survive. And they listened to them, and today they are the ones that have been killed. Yeah, that is what happened. We say we are going to speak the truth today, and that is the truth behind the killings of Biafrans in the northern part of Nigeria. So this session, we are going to cover the reality on the ground. We are going to have verified data and headlines, and we are going to also talk on how Brigi documented and shared evidence and the outcome of that action that Brigi took over, because Brigi cannot pay deaf ears when they see that Biafrans have been killed. Thank you so much. Our housekeeping rules remain the same, and our if you want to speak, kindly let us know. Please, we'll pass the mic to you. Thank you so much. Yeah, my people, we saw a few days ago, precisely October 1st, 2025, how Tinubu lied to the whole world. Nigeria was celebrating their terrorism at 65 because we were forcefully amalgamated with this terrorist country by the Britain. They have been celebrating terrorism for 65 years. They have been celebrating corruption for 65 years. They have been celebrating failures for 65 years. They have been celebrating the death of Christians for 65 years. They have been celebrating everything negative in that contraption called Nigeria. Tinubu lied to Nigerians again. While he, falsely claimed victory over Boko Haram, which was part of his speech, his own chief of defense staff, Musa, now admits the military cannot end terrorism alone and is begging citizens to unite against insurgency. That is what Musa was saying during the book launch of one of their terrorists yesterday, or day before yesterday, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, because this is more than a contradiction. How can your Oga Tinubu came out and said, for the whole world to hear that he has conquered Boko Haram, and then the next day you jumped out and said, no, that does not happen, that the whole nation must come together and unite against insurgency. How about the AI that you said you are going to fight terrorism? So it is a proof that this terrorist government has no real plan. They have no plan, no control over the terror of Nigeria, because we Biafrans, we have left them. We are not part of that terrorism that they are out there and killing people. These people, Tinubu declared a peace on camera, but they have really surrendered. In reality, such peace does not exist, because they've been celebrating fake victories while Nigerians bury real victims. Every day they are burying them. Yeah, because Musa said, I cited what he said. He cited Singapore as an example of resilience. And I'm going to quote Musa. I'm going to quote him. He said, as long as we don't love ourselves as Nigerians and we don't look at ourselves as our brother's keepers, this will continue. And this is exactly the same word that El-Rufai said in Channels Television. El-Rufai said this war will continue. And who supported him that he is not seeing it coming to an end. That was when she, every time we are tired of reporting this thing, because we know it is not coming to an end. Because El-Rufai says so long as the policy still remains, and that policy is keeping up to be paying the their payroll, that it is not coming to an end. And you can see that 2 days ago, Musa also confirmed it. Musa confirmed that as long as we don't love ourselves as Nigerians, that is for them, and we don't look at ourselves as brothers keepers, this will continue. What is that? That means the genocide of the killing Christians will continue, and nothing can stop it. And he continued to say, if we want this to end, we must learn to live together as brothers and sisters. How can you live together with terrorists? You cannot live together. He now continued and said, it is not magic. It must be deliberate. It is not possible. Anyway, for them as Nigerians, they can live with the terrorists. After all, they've been living with the terrorists. Yes, but for we Biafrans, we cannot. Countries have evolved because they looked at their challenges and not overcome them. Singapore challenges had. So I say, it's either that or we can develop. They have worked and they have developed. Musa said. Now is comparing Singapore to Nigeria. Singapore government were not the ones that are sponsoring terrorism. But in the case of Nigerian government, they are the ones sponsoring terrorism. They are the ones recruiting terrorists into their army. They are the ones funding the terrorists. So how can they compare Singapore to them? It is not possible. Singapore united because they know that any terrorists found in their country are trying to break their walls, are trying to come in through their borders, and they had to fight in unity. But Nigerian case is totally different. Burkina Mali or Niger threatened to publish the names of those financing terrorism. And what did their counterpart do? He traveled a day before to Niger on a claimed visit that he never planned for, just to do what? To suppress. And if Niger does not bring that list, that means they are also complicit. If this Nigerian man that went, I've forgotten his name, just a few days ago, if he because of that visit he visited them, decide to bury that list, then we will count them as a complicit. Yes, because these people should not brainwash you. Bring out the list, even though we know them already, but bring out the list. Let us see more and have it as evidence and save in our archives. Because everybody knows that Nigerians are the ones, Nigerian terrorist government are the ones, all of them, they sponsoring this terrorism. We don't want peace with the terrorists. You know, Mahdi Shehu rightly declares, he said, Nigeria's 65 independence is no cause for celebration for the masses, only for political criminals and terrorist enablers, milking the country dry. Those are the people that celebrated their 65 anniversary because they are part of the corrupt politicians. And they are those that will be sanctioned very soon. So Mahdi Shehu said they are the only ones celebrating because there is nothing to celebrate here. How can you be celebrating bloodshed? How? It doesn't work. So while corrupt politicians, I'm still quoting him, and their terrorist allies feast on stolen wealth, we Biafrans, we are facing genocide, we are facing poverty, we are facing systematic annihilation in our own territory. We don't want to be in peace with the terrorists because that same day these people celebrated their terrorism, terrorists mock Nigerian Independence Day with a brazen kidnapping of a lawyer and resident in Niger State. Because while this man was saying, oh, we've overcome Boko Haram, they were serious of kidnapping in that same contraption called Nigeria. So what has really happened to Christians in Nigeria? What has really happened to Biafra Christians in Nigeria? Because over the past decade, especially in this 2024 to 2025, Christian communities in many states have been targeted. We've seen attack in churches. We've also seen attack in villages. We've seen series of kidnapping, mass displacement here and there. And we had this report because Open Doors, I'm going to quote from that newspaper. Open Doors reporting shows Nigeria accounted for what? A very large share of faith-based killing. Share of faith-based killing. They are killing you because of your faith as a Christian. In 2024, with thousands of Christians killed and kidnapped that year alone, that was 2024. Now, if you add this year's own, it is overwhelming. So this figure now has attracted global attention from human rights organizations. You see, and we have verified data to this effect. We have. Because if you go to Open Doors report in 2024, as I've already said, he has made reports about the number of Christians that has been killed and kidnapped. You can also find that in Catholic News Agency as well. Because I don't want something that tomorrow they will wake up and say, oh, who told you this is what happened? Please, my people, kindly share the space, please, as you join, so that others will, follow what we are doing. Thank you so much. If you don't share the space, why will you be requesting for mic? Made in Biafra or be made in where? Can you share the space? Thank you so much. If you also look at Reuters also reported on Yelwata massacre and described the scale and the displacement of thousands of people. This coverage also triggers statements from international religious leaders, including Pope. We heard where Pope came out and lamented. I said, what is happening? We have another one with this attack in Owo Church. That happened in 2022 as well. These are just the few ones I could remember because other people will pick their mic. I don't have to say everything. This one left 50 people dead and more than 100 were injured. You see? This was also reported. So these are not just random, single incident that happened. The pattern, they have a pattern. The pattern is villages and churches. They hit them at night. And once they hit them, you see mass casualties here and there. You see survivors that have been displaced. And often little or no action at all. Because why? Musa came out and said, yes, we cannot respond. Yes, sir, my minister, your hand is up.
No, go ahead and finish your preamble.
Okay. All right. So that is what has been happening. If you go to the Southern Kaduna attack, we saw bandits that have killed 4, including NYSC member, and they abduct many in Southern Kaduna. So this is not just another news item. This NYSC copper, this member, you know, when you serve as an NY, when you go for your NYSC, you become a symbol of national unity. So the killing of these corps members is just a symbolic destruction of that very idea. Because even the government that is telling you to come for NYSC, they are not there to protect you. They are not there to protect you. And when they use this term called bandits, this is misleading. Because the meaning of bandit is normal criminal that will just break into your house because the person is hungry. But that is not the case in Nigeria. The bandits, the terrorist bandits, they are carrying sophisticated weapons. They are burning houses. They are destroying churches. They are even destroying farms. They are killing indiscriminately. So this is not a mere banditry here. We must stop. They must stop reporting them as bandits. And if you look at it, that report is underreported because the number of people that have died are more than what they are reporting. And we saw another one where thousands flee to Cameroon because Boko Haram have seized their Nigerian borders. That is another report. There are so many. There are so many. We've seen a report that more than 5,000 people have fled Nigerian northeast into neighboring communities. They have entered into Ghana. They have entered into Cameroon. They have entered into Niger. Why are they fleeing? Because of Boko Haram. Because of Boko Haram, that is why they are fleeing. Even till date, there is a report about 17 passengers that are still missing 1 week after Calabar-Oron waterway attack. Till now, and Tinubu was there claiming victory over insecurity. You see, he was claiming victory, but we have not seen those people. We have seen that Nigerian terrorists that have murdered a Ekwa pastor in Kwara State, after collecting 5 million naira ransom from them, they still end up killing this pastor. You can see what is happening. That is why the country has turned to a burial ground for people. So terrorists are using that. But what now happened? Because I just want to contrast the response to this violence. When it happens in our side, where Biafrans are seeking for freedom, what will the government do? They will deploy massive terrorists in military uniform to come and rape and assault our people. And that is what Tinubu has brought. Now, if you look at now, Tinubu is the one starting the assault on our children. Go and look at the picture when Tinubu went to Imo State. How Tinubu is rubbing the breast of a teenager in the public. Tinubu is beginning now to introduce pedophiles in Biafra land. Look at the way he grabbed the breast of this innocent child. And the child, if you look at that picture, the child is struggling to remove Tinubu's hand from her breast. But what will she do? The child will say, this is president holding my breast. What kind of embarrassment is this? Go back and look at the picture. Tinubu grabbed this girl's breast with all amount of seriousness. You see, where are the parents to this girl? If a whole president can do this in the public, what will others do in the inside? And he was smiling, touching this girl's breast, grabbing it as if he's grabbing Remi's breast, smiling at the same time. We saw El Rufai, the former governor of what is it called? Kaduna State. El Rufai said federal government is not against bandits because they are doing business, not cessation like our Onyendu. You see, El Rufai came out and admit this. So it reveals a calculus where the government sees us as a greater threat to the state than the mass murder of its citizens. So your life is less valuable to the state. You see what is happening? We have also seen cases of repentant Boko Haram program. Sahara reporters reported that over 2,000 so-called repentant Boko Haram members have graduated from the government de-radicalization program. And where are they? They reintegrated them into the societies. You see what they are doing? That is why there is increase in the killings of Christians in Nigeria, because these terrorists have been spread everywhere. Everywhere. Anywhere you go, you see them. Anywhere you go, you see them. But what is really happening now is that they have started silencing these voices. They've started intimidating people that are there to report. They have started intimidating them because they thought that they can bury this trending news about the killings of Christians that is going on in Biafra land. So they've started threatening people. If you go to parallel news, you will see where this guy reported. He said, I was threatened to stop posting about killings in Kwara State. I believe government support it. You see, they just shut him up and said, do not talk. If you talk, we kill you. That is the threat that they have brought. And we can also see Sultan of Sokoto's statement in a viral video. You see, and if you go back and listen to what Sultan said, he did not hide his mouth. He said, we want to Islamize Nigeria for good governance. And Bishop Coker is saying the same thing, urging Nigerians to unite for good governance. What is going on? Bishop Coker is speaking the same language with Sultan of Sokoto. Biafrans, it is time that we have to wake up and support our freedom, or we will remain in perpetual slave with these people. We also saw when Shetima came out and said that he rejects military solution to crush terrorists in the north. This same Shetima went to United Nations General Assembly in New York. He didn't tell the world about the killings in Nigeria. No, he did not. He did not even seek for help because he knows he's the Oga Baba. Minister, I'm coming. I'll send it. Okay. He knows he's the Oga in charge of security, but he was there talking about killings in Palestine. This is the biggest proof that our politicians are sponsors of the killings. That is a very big proof. And they have intimidated. There's a lot of media blackout out there. Because why is it that, CNN is not reporting what is happening? This news that they have been killing Christians, it has not been reported in CNN. Instead, CNN was very fast to invite Peter Obi, because they have seen Peter Obi, and who invited Peter Obi? A Biafran who is benefiting from Nigerians' money invited Peter Obi. But they have failed to report what is happening. Yes, they have failed to report the dangerous country called Nigeria. But they are also, because they have powerful interests, both domestic and internationally. That is why CNN refused to. They prefer a stable image of Nigeria, even if that stability is a fiction built on a mountain of corpses. CNN does not mind. CNN has failed the world because while other international media expose the killing of Biafrans, they stay silent. They stay completely silent about the terrorist activities going on in Biafra land. And you know what? One of their colleagues came out and called them out. Van Jones came out and shook viewers by putting the mainstream media on blast for ignoring the mass slaughter of Christians in Nigeria. I am not the one saying it. It is their colleague Van Jones. Everybody knows who Van Jones is in CNN. He called them out. Go and check. It is a trending news. He called them out. He said the fact that there is almost no response from the global left and no attention from the mainstream media, it is a crime against African people, black people, and human rights. I am not the one that called them out. It is their colleague Van Jones. Because everybody have seen that every international news media have carried this news. But guess what? CNN have not carried. Minister Snow, I think the network is really dealing with you. So what did our Briggy do here? Briggy opened the world eyes. Briggy opened the world eyes for them to know what is happening. Those of you that used to mock our APM with briefcase, we told you that the time will come that you will know what was actually inside the briefcase. Yes, because Nigeria has come out with propaganda. And I want to counter them in these few minutes. Because, they will call us divisive. They will say we are threatening Nigerians' unity. Let us do it. There is no problem. After all, there was no unity in Nigeria in the first place. There was no unity. There was no unity. But what unity exists when citizens are being slaughtered based on their faith and ethnicity? What kind of unity are they talking about? The unity of a graveyard? It's not a unity we aspire to be. No, we don't want that kind of unity. Nigerian state is a legal fiction that has failed to become a nation. A nation should protect its children, but Nigeria is not doing so. The next thing they will say we only want Biafra for all. We want Biafra for life, not for oil. Because the resources are secondary. We have to survive first before we even talk of our resources. So the primary resource is the right for our people to wake up in the morning without fear of being murdered in their farms or even in their sleep or even in their places of worship. Resources for us is secondary. Our struggle is not just for Biafra. It is for the thief people. It is for the Yoruba people if they want to be free. It is for everyone, because once Biafra is free, all of them will be free. All of them will be free. So it is high time they come together, everybody come together and face these terrorists. Because a free Biafra will be a sanctuary and a beacon of hope for everyone. For years we scream into the void. The effort, like our Biafra Republic government in exile, we used their effort that they are doing. We took our case to the heart of the global power in Washington, D.C. We saw what Senator Ted Cruz said. This is the man that shook hands with our APM, the Punisher himself. Briggy had meeting with this man. Our APM had meeting with him. We had congressional briefing. And our testimonies, it had a direct impact in what is trending today. Yes, somebody shaked it. And the whole world is talking about the killings of Christians in Nigeria. There are so many recent developments. U.S. Senator Ted Cruz said it is time to hold those responsible accountable. And Briggy have already started. Those of you that are there crying, disturbing our people, you are wasting your time, because as this man, this senator is going to hold these people that have been killing us accountable, we must also hold our own house accountable, those saboteurs. We must settle our house and sanitize it. Charity begins at home. Because people out there will not be fighting to free us, and the rat in the house is biting us and blowing us. Mbano. We must catch them. We must chain them. My people, it is high time we come together. It is high time we come together, because Nigerian Religious Freedom Accountability Act will target these officials with powerful sanction and other tools. That was the word it ended up with. Because the goal, and I love what the goal is to sanction Nigerians officials who are responsible, who are even complicit in this religious freedom violation. Because this is very, very significant. It has a target specific accountability. Not on the innocent, hungry Nigerians that are even looking for a way to survive. It's going to be a targeted one. And that is why we have to compile their names, the names of all the Southeast terrorist governors that are there, past and present, because they laid the foundation, especially Peter Obi, laid the foundation that all of them are building on. Because there has been growing attention in the U.S. Congress. There have been multiple hearings, multiple bills. Advocacy groups have pushed hard for the State Department to designate Nigeria as a country of particular concern. Who did that? Briggy. Briggy. So this is no longer a Nigerian issue right now, my people. This is now a piece of proposed American legislation. They have taken it up themselves. And this act will use the Magnitsky Act mechanism to sanction these people, to sanction these killers in Nigeria, to sanction the Southeast governors past and present, to sanction all the senators that are there. They are complicit in detaining Aonyendu till death. They have to freeze their assets. They have to ban them and their families from traveling. Because we see this as a game changer. All this is happening because of Briggy. We have seen Bill Maher. He started it. He joined the growing chorus exposing Nigerian Christian genocide. Who started it? Briggy pinched them and said, what are you doing? Our Biafrans are dying. He came out boldly, stated that the world refuses to acknowledge it, that Christians are being systematically killed in Nigeria, while international media and global leaders remain silent. Who made this to happen? Briggy. Because Briggy had the right tool to use. Briggy had the right, what is it called? This one that they used to unscrew. What is this tool? They say they have my information minister screwdriver.
Screwdriver with
Thank you,
spanner.
sir. Spanner. Briggy had the right spanner to unscrew what the Nigerian terrorist government have used their fake lobbies to screw Biafra down. Our Briggy used the right spanner, the right screwdriver, and say, Mbano, we are going to unscrew it. We have the right tool for this. We have seen Canadian Parliament. Members of Parliament they spoke out in Canada. MP Andrew stood in the House of Commons and condemned the persecution of Christians in Nigeria, and he even received a standing ovation immediately after if not for time, I would have played it for us to hear, but there's no time on our side now. So this means that the world is watching. They clap hand for him. Everybody stood up. I was like, are they just hearing it? Yeah, they might have heard it before and they said, Kaliwali, what is our business here? When it is time, we will speak. Somebody had to use the right spanner and unscrew the knot. Click, 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 click. The knot came out. Everybody's ears begin to open. Where they are now turning their satellite to Nigeria. Yes, so it is Briggy that did that. Another opposition leader, Pierre, in Canada, has strongly condemned the persecution of Christians in Nigeria. He said Christians are being slaughtered for their faith, and the world barely notices it. But I still give accolades for them because they were even the first to be bold enough to call Nigeria a terrorist country when they designated APC and PDP as terrorist organizations. He said Canada must refuse to remain silent. We must stand clearly with persecuted Christians. Pere, we thank you. We thank you because we saw when US designated Boko Haram and ISWAP as a foreign terrorist organization. So that enables certain legal actions and sanctions because they are going to receive it. We have seen various church organizations now and NGO, documenting this crisis and advocating internationally. Who did that? Briggy unscrewed the knot that, if you see the way Nigeria tied this knot, in fact, what is this thing called? Rust begin to, join hand and made the knot to be very, very tight. But you know what? Briggy came with the right spanner and the right screwdriver and said, let us apply oil, let us apply grease. We need to loosen the, oh my goodness me. This was where our PM started to lay the foundation, starting to form his cabinet, starting to do the referendum. That was when the spanner started being loosened small. 2023 convention, they went to Helsinki. 2024, they went again. Oh my goodness me. We had the document for our self-referendum. Bagam. APM said, give it to me. He kept on turning the screw small. Oh, Guinea, until the screw now came out fully. Hey, way. Now the wall is talking. The wall is talking about Biafra. Yes, so even in we saw when Stammer, PM UK Prime Minister was crying. The same man that recognized Palestinian is now crying today because those ones are after him. We saw it. We saw. I don't think it's because of time. I would have played the video, but no wahala. If time permits, I will play. There was an interview. CBNnews.com had interview when they were talking about the Manchester synagogue. One of their top man went in there and spoke and still after his submission ended it. Still made reference to the terrorist killing Christians in Nigeria because he was comparing it to what is happening in the UK. That he said that immediately they finish the Jews, the next people that they will face will be Christians. He said it boldly. We also saw Lara Logan coming out. He also castigated the media covers for Islamic image while ignoring the genocide of Christians in Nigeria. So Muslims kidnap Christians, women and children, burn them alive, and the press look away. Who is making everybody to talk now? Briggy. We saw Irish Global West African Director Paul, who also spoke out. He spoke out in Fox News. He said targeted killings of Christians in Nigeria. Paul invited him. He told him everything that has been happening. He spoke with a Will Kane. He said everything. Why is the world silent as Christians are systematically killed? Why are they silent? Samuel Brownback confirmed, he said, while thousands of Christians are slaughtered, millions displaced, and churches burned to the ground in Nigeria, the global media remain shockingly silent. As a former U.S. ambassador for religious freedom, Samuel Brownback confirms, he said, terrorism in Nigeria is not only growing, but spreading across, look at that keyword, across the region. Yet, news outlets look away. He demands answers as the international community remains silent about Nigeria's ongoing Christian genocide. I'm quoting him directly, he said, while global media focuses elsewhere, he said 125,000 plus Christians have been slaughtered since 2009, with 7,087 killed in just the first 220 days of 2025. And I'm saying again, thank you to Andrew. Yes, Andrew. Andrew also for breaking the global silence and speaking the truth about Nigerian Christian genocide. I also say thank you. A lot of people are coming out now to talk. Who did that? Briggy. Briggy woke up the brain cells of all these international journalists because they say, what is happening? And let me tell you, the work we are doing in this space as well. Because they come in here, they listen to us nicodemously. They are the ones that will stay in our space anonymously. They are picking 1 plus 1. They join it together. And they now became that catalyst and say, bagam, it's time to spark. And you know what catalyst will do? Catalyst, they speed up the rate of chemical reaction. Hey! Immediately the spanner unscrew everything. The thing started that people are so restless. If they don't talk about the killing of Christians in Nigeria, they don't have peace. So what are we actually looking for? We need recognition of Biafra as a sovereign nation because Biafrans are the Christians that are being killed every day. We want the release of our Onyendu and our PM. They should be released. Because if you look at the recent bombshell revelation, Shehu Sadiq has alleged that Nnamdi Kanu remains in detention, is remaining there not for terrorism charges. He said, but because he holds explosive secrets about the APC-led government. Can you imagine that? Because this is alarming. More 5 years now. He said because he is holding explosive secrets about APC-led government, including their deep involvement in drug trafficking, election manipulation, terror financing, and state-sponsored assassination. According to Sadiq, Kanu's knowledge of the criminal foundation of the Nigerian state, I'm quoting him directly, and the personal history of top officials makes him too dangerous to be released, exposing why the government fears the truth he could unleash. Can you imagine that? He kept on saying that his secret that he kept Nnamdi Kanu in detention for 5 years is his deep knowledge of the criminal foundation of the Nigerian state. That is what Shehu Sadiq said about the detention of Anyendu. He said he also might have had assassination record of past leaders and activists, including who gave orders. He said he might have also known the secret all-bunkering empire and the power that is controlling it. Yes, that could be the reason our Onyendu is still detained for this period of time, not because of terrorism. It is about silencing a witness who can expose that Nigeria is not a nation built on law, but a criminal enterprise run by a powerful news. This is what the news headline carried. What we want is officially to designate Nigeria as a country of particular concern for religious freedom violation. We want the world, especially US, to impose targeted sanctions on specific Nigerian officials. They should ban them from traveling out of Nigeria. Yes. They should ban Peter Obi. They should ban Obiano, Obuzodinjo, Soludo, Otimba. What is this one name? Senator Akpabio. They should ban Oti. They should ban Mba, Nwefuru, Abaribe, Rocha, Sokorocha. All of them, they should ban them. They should freeze their assets. They should ban them. That is what we want. That is what we want. I think I have talk so much. I'll round up with this because there is a case for self-defense. Yes, there's a case for self-defense because the primary reason for a state existence is the monopoly on the legitimate use of violence to protect its citizens. And we cannot stay quiet because when the state not only, abdicate this role, but is accused of facilitating the violence, as El Rufai implied, and as he threatened that Kwara citizen that they killed. What are we supposed to do? Are we going to close our eyes? Are we going to fold our arms and sit down? No, because the United Nations Charter, Article 51, our MID made me to start studying this UN Charter. Even though they are there to cause problem, they are not solving any problem. Look at what Donald Trump has done. Look at how he has stopped the war between Hamas and Israel in a twinkle of eye. The UN couldn't do this for so many years, but they were fueling the problem. This affirms the inherent right of individual or collective self-defense. So while this is typically applied to state, the principle is very, very clear that when you are under armed attack and the police are not there, what do you do? What do you do? You have to fight and defend yourself. You have to fight and defend your family. You have to fight and defend your community. That is why the reason why there is rise of vigilante. Even if when the vigilante are being formed, the Nigerian terrorists will go and seize their weapons from them. That is what they are doing. But they cannot try that in our region because Biafra Defense Forces are there. They are skilled, armed to the teeth forces that we have. That is why our area is like, let me say, 80% calm because we were proactive because of the help of our Onyendu, who foresaw this attack coming. You see? So this brings us to Biafra Defense Forces. For too long, the narrative has been that Biafra are troublemakers. We are not. We have a protective force, which is our BDF, and this is the more reason we must fund our freedom. We must support them. So let me yield here because there is no time. Yeah, if I want to continue, I will take a lot of time. So I will pass the mic to our information minister. Let me pause because we don't have enough time. Thank you so much, Biafrans. If time permits, I'll still continue. Our information minister, are you there? Oh, sorry.
If
Ma my God, sorry. I forgot that Madam Key is here. You see, when we are rushing time like this, Madam Key, sorry. Say hi to the house. Sorry. My minister, I'm so sorry. Let my madam speak small. Imagine. Madam Key, please go ahead.
ladies first, ladies first, ladies
Yes, sir, I'm
first.
sorry. Sorry, sir.
Well, it mustn't be. We have dignitaries on the speaker section at this moment. Yeah, but notwithstanding, um, my sister tutors have already gone down to wow. I've already gone down to throw away greetings down, 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 but not everybody do. Yeah, but because of a constraint of time, yeah, I'll just get on and just speak a little bit about this lovely topic that is on the Jumbotron. Yes, so killing of Christians is what that has been happening that we have always remembered. When it was happening very many years back, we think that is Hausa and Christian clashes, but it was never like that. Yeah, it was never Hausa people. Me especially, I thought that it was Hausa people killing Christians, but it isn't. So this Fulani plan has been something that they have started from time immemorial, but most of us did not realize it. So it's just a good thing that our leader Onyendu Mazen Namdekan opened most of our eyes. Yeah, and designated that is Fulani, that is the culprit that is doing all these things. So to cut story short, so why did um activities of Mazen Damdekano. That is, our leader actually was going around as well. Yeah, but the thing is that um, he was doing it under an unregistered body. Let me just say it like that. Yeah, because he really, really tried. Yeah, he gone round most of the whole world, was doing his radio stuff, telling us about Fulani, shouting everywhere. Yeah, but what later happened? Eventually, yeah, maybe somebody told him that creating a legal entity, yeah, will be the best approach to this. And then he luckily PM entered the struggle as well, and then he handed things over to him. You see, so it's a very good thing that is under this Biafra Republic government in exile that all these marvelous expositions is happening. You see, and our APM has been marvelous in this job, dedicated and going. And let's not forget that in most of the times that he went to Washington D.C., they asked him that whether he has a military. And the answer is a big fat yes, we do. So our government, Biafra Republic government in exile, is something that it's of utmost importance in this struggle. You see, so the global aspect of it is that it is very important meeting those Congress people one on one. Yes, you see, exactly, because about media is fine, quite all right. Yes, but our APM, we know the work that he put in into this. Yes, that resulted in the hearing that happened like in March. Aha, that one happened, and then the one that happened recently, and then we also remember our the action that just happened. Is it a couple of months? Yes, yeah. Our condemn here was also very, very, very marvelous in what Nigeria tried to propagate on the timeline on this X. Yes, and he fought it. He fought it with like a bull. Honestly, gingered all of us to get on this, and then debunk all debunkables, my people. So I commend everybody. I commend the media team. I commend our APM on the fight that we have put up. Yes, to let the whole world know that Christians are dying, and it's the Fulani people that are killing Christians. And as you can see, the tutor also mentioned it. Yeah, most of the foreigners, they are now talking about it. Yeah, and let me not even enter the one that is happening in the UK. They are now fighting everywhere, trying to do the right thing. But when Biafrans are crying, everybody will close their ears. But it's now going round. All right, my minister, are you ready, or we can go to Mr. Snow?
I did make a con check body some more.
All right.
Madam Ki,
How am I going to answer this one now, my minister?
find a way. Madam Ki,
Yes, yes,
Madam
sir,
Ki, Madam
sir,
Ki,
sir,
Madam Ki,
sir.
Madam Ki.
How many times, sir?
Are you okay?
I'm very okay. Thank you.
There will.
There was sir.
We have to give those that need topic for the week, while Nigeria continue to feel the heat and the effectiveness of BRGI. I salute all Biafrans, and I salute our leaders that have lived before us. I salute our leaders that fought the genocidal war. I salute the leaders that made us to know why we had to declare Biafra in 1967. I salute the leaders that have made us to know why we had to restore that Biafra in 2024, December 2nd. I salute our heroes that are fighting on to see that the flag of Biafra continue to fly above sea level. Your sacrifices can never be ignored because they continue to speak volumes on daily basis. What you have all sacrificed for years is what everybody are enjoying today. The names, the ridicule the propaganda that were done on your names, the blackmail, the slander, the prejudice that you all face because of Biafra, today everyone are coming to the understanding that what you have been sacrificing for were worth it, and that what we are doing is worth it. I want to say a very big thank you to the media team. You guys are wonderful. Okoko and them never had a media team in 67 to 70s to be able to send the message of Biafra. He was only carrying the radio alone, and it is his voice we hear only alone on the radio. But in our dispensation, you can hear everybody's voice at impulse. Please, someone should continue. I'll be back.
Okay, sir. Thank you. You're being distracted a little bit. All right, Minister Snow. If you're not there, Minister Betty will go ahead. Afam also is here. Who will go first? Minister Snow is ready.
Yes, I will just go ahead because I will speak just for a little bit so that a lot of people can chip in before we end the space today. Greetings, everyone. I want to stand on the existing protocols so that we don't take too much of our time. First of all, please, my brethren, my fellow comrades, um, I sincerely appreciate this media for all the good work you're doing. Everything that we've heard our sister Tutor say today, most of the awareness that you see that she has pointed out from different media personnels and personalities all over the world, international and local, are because of the efforts of this media. Believe it or not, your presence on this space, the relentless hours, the consistent posting and exposing Nigeria, because if you remember, the Nigerian media, they keep hiding what is going on. They don't even talk about it. Like the brother from Kwara that you're hearing that they have threatened not to post what is going on. Just imagine a private citizen that is being threatened. Then imagine what they do to the media houses. Do not forget, in the last administration, they used to fine the media houses for speaking up. They were fining them in millions for just saying the truth, for just writing what is going on. Our sister that was just killed, yes, she works with our eyes, but she's our sister. She is one of us that wanted to make a real change in the system, though in the wrong platform. And she was killed for that. Whenever you are in to make a change, you are a problem to the Nigerian state. But the Biafra Republic government in exile media have kept it going in no matter the threat. No matter we've heard our sister Betty tell us on several occasions how they have even anonymously called her to discourage her from doing her little program that she's doing. But that is because of how heavy everything that we do here in the media is. So I really want to encourage each and every one of you for standing strong, for remaining consistent. Hey, consistency is the key. Consistency in everything we do is the key. Now, I want to say this. Our people here on this platform that sincerely are interested in spreading this word, not just speaking, but spreading the word, you have to find a way to prioritize. Once you're clicking to join the program, you as well click on a repost button. If we all speak from now to the next 6 hours and the message is not spread out, then what is the essence of the speaking? A lot of people might not might not pick up the space to listen to it. But if you share the space, you're letting the people who are in your wall, people who follow you, to see that there is something going on. You have to prioritize sharing the space. That is the same thing as spreading the word, opening the window for people to hear what we are saying. That is why it is very, very important. Still on the consistency, there is need for each and every Biafran who is listening to us now to understand that the most important thing that we have to keep consistent is making sure that our defense forces, who, like my sister Tutor said, are the major reasons why we are even able to speak here today, that they are provided for. The last attack you saw in Kwara State, some people thought that was inside a community. No, that was a military barracks. That midnight attack that you see on the media today is inside a military barrack. They took it down. And the other day I was saying here, the reason why you don't see this kind of attacks on the military barracks in our region is because, like in the West, where the Islamic jihadists have holding cells or have cells where they keep their people, those military barracks that you see in our region are their sleepy cells. They have their terrorists in those barracks just waiting for the time, waiting for them to finish running over and circling us. Then they give an alert. You think they're just coming from the borders, and they are inside the cities. But with our efforts right now, with the Biafran people's effort, we will be able to checkmate those inside our city, get rid of them, and focus on our borders. If we don't do this, if people don't rise up, stay consistent in doing what we have to do, there is going to be a very big problem. A very big problem. Never forget October 7th. October 7th in our land during the war, and October 7th in Israel, it is significant. Don't let these enemies overrun our land because of your, I don't know the right word to use, but do not let your ignorance, your stupidity, your negligence of the right thing to do be a problem to the life, cause harm to our people back home. Because believe it or not, if we don't do what we are supposed to do, if we don't bring in our efforts, it is going to be difficult. The few number of people you see that are holding the grounds today cannot do this job. You cannot use 10,000 to fight someone who has 10 million. Don't deceive yourself. Your 10,000 can go a long way, can go a certain way, can do what, I mean, we all have homes. You know how you run your home. If you go to the market to buy something to cook and you have 2,000, and somebody comes to that same market and the person has 20,000, the person will buy 10 times more than whatever you're buying. When they cook, they're going to be able to have way much more food than you will cook. It is that simple. When the terrorist state of Nigeria and their ragtag terrorists keep conquering their military barracks, taking equipment, they pack those logistics, those equipments in different places, waiting for the whistle to blow. It is a jihad. When that whistle sounds, they're going to come heavily on our people. But if we are prepared, If we do what we are supposed to do, like my sister Obi Chicago has said on multiple occasions, by now, Obinze would be down. And by the time Obinze is down, 82 deep, they are on the run. Everybody will be scampering and trying to get out. That way, we will be able to control our territory. You think that 1967 and 70 they were able to hold the ground because of what? Because our General Ojukwu had control of the military within our region. Our enemies have serious control of the military in our region as it is today. As it is today, they have so much control in our region in their military barracks. Everybody should remember, while our PM was here, while everybody was together, we made sure that we drove them away from the streets. They were running and hiding inside the barracks. The next target was to get rid of them in those barracks. But our people, cowardly and stupidly, decided to expose how stupid, how foolish, how idiotic they can be. And I owe no apology for anyone who feels that I've called him an idiot. If you feel I've called you an idiot, then you are really an idiot. Because those who are doing what they're supposed to do, they hear me and they share the same light that I am speaking on right now. If you are a Biafran with all that is going on in the media and you are still not interested in supporting the restoration of Biafra, the defense of our homeland, you're seeing every community that is running away, and you are still not interested in supporting the defense forces of Biafra, I am telling you, mark my words, the prophecies of Onyendu that the time is coming when they will come and they will kill you. It will get to your household. I don't care where you live. You can live in the moon, but I know that any Biafra in this world outside our territory has families back home. I don't pray for your families to be hurt, but I pray that wherever you are, you're going to get a piece of all this pile that you are expecting our people to get. One way or the other. One way or the other, what you are wishing our people will get to you. It is high time people start reasoning like human beings. If the enemies that we have, the enemies of Biafra from time immemorial, are being this harsh on the people they call their friends, imagine what they will do to us when they come to our land. I have been singing this like a song for the longest of time. I have seen it. It is a dark cloud of rain. You can be waiting for you to see when the rain is falling and it's dark. Such thing in your head. When these enemies will come on our people, our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will not be there. Our PM Mazi Simon Ekpa will not be there. Our APM, the Punisher Mazi Ogenkere, will not be there. These people you're seeing speaking here will not be there on ground. But our people that we care about will be affected. Onye Obuna, rise up. If you're not doing what you're supposed to do, it doesn't matter how little it is. If a large number of us come together, I have said this over and over again, I wonder why it is difficult. Just 10,000, 15,000 Biafrans all over the globe who have the capacity of even giving 20 ejema, $20, 20 euro, 20 pounds every week can come together for the next 3 months before December. We will drive the enemies out of our land. I can assure you this, and I can make you this promise. We will drive the enemies out of our land. Just 10,000 to 15,000 people in this minimum rate. This way, everybody who is living under stress at this point because of the consistent funding, just imagine that for the past years, these same people are the same people you see on the fundraising, in the town hall meeting, in the emergency fundraisings. I mean, come on, guys. But Onyendu is your leader. You want him out. He made it clear to you. The reason why he came out previously because of what our brothers, the Avengers, did. Now we have a liberation army. Our PM has over 150,000 followers on X, which I am sure that over 50 to 70,000 of these people are young Biafrans who have the capacity, are capable to do 20 ejema every week. What is holding us down? What is stopping us? We are all going to come out and tell the world how the Islamic Nigerian government are funding the terrorists against our people. Who is funding your people to defend you? Who is funding your army to defend you? Since you know that the governors of the Igbo political elites and governors and politicians, they are in the side of the enemies and they have the control of the security architectures in our land. So they are all working against you. Who is funding the people that are there to defend you? I'm asking this question to Biafrans, to Ndibo. Today they have faced the first stack. Oh, which one have they faced again today? Now they are on another phase.
Trade fair.
Trade fair. You remember, my dear sister, and everyone here, I said it a few days ago, that it is after this phase, they will go to the other phase. You that is here and keep saying, oh, they didn't come to, it's not us. We told these people not to go there and they went there. Today, how far? Tomorrow, the people on the other side that are saying, oh, but these people, you know, they will go again to your own side. By the time they are done dealing with all of you and you do not have the capacity to fight back, what are you going to do? By January, they start taking taxes off your money, whether you have a shop, whether you're working, whether you're not. What are you going to do? Even your families in diaspora that will send money to your account, because they need an account to send money to you, they will tax that money. When will our people learn? 10 years ago, our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, asked people in the United States for $1. Do you think that the military capacity of the Nigerian terrorists that are fighting you today still requires you to just bring $1? Ndibo, wake up. Don't wait for these people who have made the West, America, wherever they live, their homes and do not care about the people back home. If we don't wake up now, Ifa, ọ ga-afịa anyị arụ. Ọ ga-afịa anyị ezigbo arụ. And if you, who is sitting back and thinking that at some point we are going to stop because you don't believe in what we're doing or because you don't believe in Biafra, I can assure you we are not going to stop, but everything in our land is going to be receiving. We can keep laughing at Kwara people today. I said it in my post. If people don't rise up, this fate of the Kwara people is going to be ours soon, sooner than later, sooner than you are imagining or thinking. If Onyendu were to be here today, I keep asking, what do you think he's going to tell you to do? If Mazi Simon Ekpa was to be here today, what do you think he's going to be telling you to be doing at this point? Atoro ofeke, ofere isi tinye n'ọhịa. Atoro ọmara, ọmara. Anyị nyụkọkwa anụmamiri ọnụ ọgbala anyị ezigbo ụfụfụ. Let us come together as one and do what we are supposed to do for the freedom of our people. Dalon, everyone. May God bless us all. And do not forget, today is our fundraising. Come in and do your best. Even if you can't come in, even if you don't want to announce it, just do your best. And let the Lord that multiplies the seed of the widow, let him multiply that you give to the Biafran people. May God bless us all. Dalon.
Minister Snow. Yes, that is what we hammer every day. Yeah, because Biafra people in the southeast, most of them are not living in the southeast. They are scattered the whole of the zoo, concentrated in the township, what they call township, Abuja, Lagos, Jos, Plateau, Port Harcourt. You see? Yes. But something is happening to some of them that are living in some parts. Is it not the other day? The other young girl, they just killed her like that. The one that said that she's a journalist. If you tell that girl now to do Biafra now, she will call you a terrorist. But Nigeria have killed her now. And nobody is defending her. Opa forget again. Has she not been forgotten now? Is Arise News not moving forward? The other one that called herself Oji, somebody like that. Another Igbo one Nigerianist that are castigating our Biafra. All these people, we are waiting for them eventually. Minister Betty, my sister, her family is here as well.
Sorry, Madam K, what you are just saying, we have three versions of reports. Are you aware of that? The
Okay.
first report was that she was shot dead. The next report, the second report from the Commissioner of Police was that she jumped from the third floor down. And the latest report is that she was still alive. They took her to the hospital and then her doctor refused to treat her because there was no police report. Can you imagine that? So which one should we believe? She just died for nothing. Okay, no wahala. No time to talk gara today. According to MID, peri. No time for peri today. I mean,
Exactly.
Mama Betty, no need for peri because we don't have time. Mama Betty, are you there?
I am here. I'm waiting for you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much for opening the space and inviting us. I thank you so much for coming over in the morning. You really made people come round to listen to your golden voice. I stand on the existing protocol. My people, we really don't have much time, but we will have to manage it. I send my greetings always to my leader, Mazen Namdekano, and the Meji Buagoni Lusinodroko, my wonderful Prime Minister. We love you. Our APM, Udakweni, na ganiru na isoginazu gogogongo. Yes, my people, we have to continue. We have to do whatever we can. At least the world will see that we are trying. My special greetings to Triple General Butuzo and Commander Gento, all the commanders. My regards to you people. I salute you people for your great job. You know, Biafrans, as we are all here, we have different phases, different minds, different thoughts. But in this case, we have common objective and common goal, which is Biafra. That's the central issue here. Many people have spoken, especially my one and only COS, Madam Key, and the Golden Voice tutors. A lot have been said. There is one thing I want to remind our people. You know, sometimes some people will be misplacing their priorities. That does not stand with Biafrans. We know what we want. Now, Most people will think that it is only our natural resources that the Fulanis want. No. There's a report I was listening to this morning on YouTube from one guy called Marcelo Kocha. And he was just repeating what the daily newspaper was wrote. They wrote that the people in Zango Kataf in the north are all running over to Cameroon, and that the Boko Haram, which means English civilization is a crime. Boko Haram people were calling them ISWAP, all of them. They were calling them to come back, that they don't want Nigeria to be splitted because they want everybody to be Islamized. You know, some of our people don't understand that these people are very serious. They don't. Because when we are pleading with people to come in and donate for their own freedom and liberation, it's like you are begging a child that is so full with his or her food to keep eating. No. You need to be serious. I mean it. We need to be serious. We cannot be begging our people. When we come on space sometimes, we will be like maybe 100 or more. But when we turn now over to our fundraising, we will see nobody. Everything the media team talks about or is saying is for you to see it physically happening, either with a video message or a repetition of another report for you to hear or to know who said what. But the whole thing boils down to what we want. We have different faces, we have different mind, we have different interests. But in this case, unanimously, we all have a central interest, common goal, which is to get Biafra. Biafra cannot bring itself. All these people from Zango Kataf running is because they don't have BLA to protect them. They don't have BDF to protect them. So we really have to ring a very loud bell to the ears of Biafrans. Those of you, somebody called me and said that what is really annoying him is that when they talk about this Islamization, somebody said to him, or Amemieme. Amemieme, is it by mouth? Amemieme means it can never happen. But it is happening. Syria used to be, we all know that when Christ went to India, all these countries, when he was studying, he went to Syria, he went to Turkey. You understand? All these places were Christian countries, even Egypt. But today, they are all Islamized. It's as if the children of God are really powering out from the enemies. Because if Abu Ishmael, what are we doing? So I told him to tell that person, they can do it if we don't act. How do we act? Coming to donate. No matter how little, try and come and donate. We have a J and we have a Gemma. Because long talk sometimes is not good. Even prayer is not in every situation that you go and pray. You act. Because prayer without action is just like you are saying mere words, not prayer anymore. After praying, you go and lie down on your bed. Let me see how the money will come. When you pray for financial upliftment from God, go and lie down on your bed. Maybe lie down 1 week or the whole month. Then every morning, get up and pray for financial breakthrough and let us see how the money will come. So in every prayer anybody is saying, you couple it with action. And what is our action here? Money, ejema or eje. You understand? People come out here, they make powerful speeches and everything. But on that donation day, look at the Zoom, you will not see up to 70 people turning up for donation. Why? Why are we doing this? Why do we need to be pleaded, kneeling down and plead that these people are serious? Think of it, everything that Onyendu has said, you know, they've all come to pass. They've all come to pass. The one that hasn't come is Biafra. Because we are dragging our feet. Some people will tell you that they can't do it. It's happening. It's not just that they want oil or gas. They want your home. They want you to turn from your own religion to their own, and they are doing it by force. And they are killing people, massacring Christians. And we are still watching. We are still delaying. For those of them who are saying that it cannot happen, I believe they are on the fence, saying that because if they are on the ground, they will see what is going on. I'm just making this expression idiomatically, because if you are not on the fence and you are on the ground, you will definitely see what is going on and know that you have to act swiftly for us to exit this one chance Nigeria. Nigeria is serious one chance. Look at somebody like Tinubu, 80 years late. The other day he was telling them that they are conquering IPOB and the terrorists, that he is there sponsoring. And somebody like, what's his name? Shetima, we go to UN and tell the world that Nigeria is okay, Nigeria is at peace. This will tell you the caliber of people we are dealing with. They are very serious about this, their Islamization agenda. It's not a joke. Some of us will be saying, oh, we are Jews, we are this. But where I live, they are predominantly Jewish settlement in that area. They donate every day. They donate every day. That's Golders Green, Northwest. They donate every day. Why is it that whenever it comes to donation, I know it's difficult to part with your penny, even if it is half a penny. But when you know that there's a reason why I am doing this, why not venture to do it? Try it. We all know why we are donating. We wouldn't have been donating if not for some saboteurs in our midst. Some ministers knows what I'm talking about. You know, we wouldn't have been donating, but all these criminals that God has clearly taken away, as Onyendu also said, that the chaff will be separated from the weed itself. All these people that left, tell me, did we ask anybody to leave? They left by themselves. So I might call it act of God. But regardless of their exit, we still have to continue. We still have to do the needful. Please, my people, I am begging on bended knees. We will be praising APM. Yes, it's good to praise somebody. Give him all the best accolades that is available. But the thing is, how are we going to support him? Or do we expect him to shoulder all these responsibilities while we are many Biafrans wanting Biafra to come? How can Biafra come? We have to act, we have to donate, no matter how small, no matter how little. My people, remember, Donald Trump is not going to be there forever. The earlier we donate now that he is there to listen to us, you don't know the next government that will come in, whether they will be able to listen to us. That is true. Think of it. If he is out today, then the person that will come, you don't know what they will believe in or what they will be desired to do. You cannot force them. But this is a man who clearly asked Buhari in, I think, 2016 or 2017, why are you killing my Christian brothers in Nigeria? Because whether we like it or not, they still look at us all as Nigeria until we are recognized and become a nation of our own. So my people, there is no point saying a long sermon in evening service. If you have ear, hear it, walk with it, and run with it. Biafrans, come this evening, 7 p.m., to make your donation, no matter how little. Even if it is 1 AJ, we will appreciate it because it will go a long way. You have 1 million AJ, bring it. We will appreciate you the more. No matter what it is, my people, let us donate. Let us donate. There are many reasons for this donation, and the earlier, the better. Thank you, my people. All must continue to hail Biafra. I appreciate all of you, and may God continue to bless those who have been donating and those who will still donate today. Your pocket will never get dry. God will always enrich you. Listen, when you feed a hungry person, God will never let you go hungry. When you wipe somebody's tears, God will never allow anything that causes tears or related to tears to come your way. So, my people, let's remember our people in homeland. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you, Mama Betty. God bless you for your submission. Okay, our minister is back. Sir, you have the mic. Please go ahead.
I salute everyone.
Senior citizen, wait small, okay? Because thank you, sir. Go ahead, sir.
Um, in as much as we have many other things to catch up with, we must be here to add to what is going on. We appreciate the media team for making it happen because you may not know your importance, but we are giving you the ratings now. Your works are paying off. Yes. Your daily sacrifices on the media, your writing and publications, your posting, your sharing, everything you do on the media are paying off. So we thank you all and we thank our leaders that have lived before us and the BRJ, the BDF, and everyone that are making it happen. Today is our fundraising, please. Come and support the Biafra Independence Recognition. And also tomorrow there is a town hall meeting. Canada will make it happen. So come and join us. Come and join us. They cannot destroy what we are doing, our means of raising funds to support our Biafra recognitions. So we must be ready to go brutal on the enemies of Biafra. That is why you all that are on the fence, come down from the fence. Come down from the fence because the bullet that Fulani terrorists are throwing now, those bullets are flying in the air. And most importantly, 95% of the bullets are flying on the fence. So if you're on the fence, you may be picked up by the bullet. Yes, that the entire world are talking today, that the entire world are crying today, that they are aware of the atrocities of Nigeria, and they are coming to the realization of the reality is the fulfillment of what Biafra have been doing. Do you all remember when the senator in the National Assembly said, Mr. Speaker, Mr. President, the Senate is worried that if the activity of Simon Ekpa, the activity of BRGIA, listen, when you hear the activity of Simon Ekpa, it is BRGIA. Our Prime Minister brought about BRGIA. So with BRGIA, we've been able to puncture the tire of Nigeria. With BRGIA, just like our Honorable Tutor said, we discovered the best spanner and screwdriver that can the screws, the nut, and the bolt, which no other persons could discover since 1960. Not just since 1960, since 1900. Nigeria was forcefully amalgamated as of 1914, and you all heard that the capital of Nigeria, when they were doing the amalgamation, was in Biafra land. And when they now saw that if they allow anything to stay in Biafra land, that all the development will start from here. And the light, the rising sun, will so showcase itself, and it will be difficult for them to comprehend and to overcome anything. That's why they said we must move this capital of Nigeria to Lagos. From Lagos, you later saw it in Abuja. So what people and the screwdriver and the spanner, the formula that is needed to use to solve the mathematics of the equation, that quadratic equation that has been available for Nigeria as a destructive tendency since 1900 down to 2022. Nobody was able to uncover that secret. Simon Ekpa, BRGIA. The BRGIA that they said if the activities of Simon Ekpa is not checked and not brought to book and not cut off, we are afraid this BRGIA will succeed in opening the eyes of the entire Nigerian youth. And they will come to the realization that Nigeria is a death trap and that the Islamic Jihad is real. Today, they place bounties on the head of our Prime Minister. They kidnapped our Supreme Leader. They killed many Biafrans. They poured acid on many of them in Anambra and tied their hands to the back and dumped their bodies in the bush, thrown some of them into Izu River, butchered and massacred them in Onitsha massacre, Bo massacre, Emene massacre, Odi massacre. Which one will I call Lizombe massacre? Iyala, Uli, Menetiti, Umutanze, Owomama. The lists are endless. Okigwe, Ekulobia. The names plenty. Yamufu, The massacre has been on and on and on. But the activities of BRGIA has been able to drag Nigeria to the mud, drag Nigeria to the center stage, put them on the table, open their nyash bare, and the international community are now seeing the necessity of dealing with Nigeria. It was not made possible by Nigerians. I want everybody to understand something. And I love the topic of the broadcast that we are having here today. BRGI brought global attention to the killings of Christians in Nigeria. And who are you as a Biafran and who are you as BRGI? You are the 95% of the Christians here that we are talking about. There is no way Fulani terrorist Boko Haram will go to wipe a community that they will also wipe babies, women, and children of the Boko Harams or the Fulani terrorists. No, you need to be segregated. You will be segregated while the annihilation is ongoing. Yes, they must know that you are not Boko Haram, you are not Islamic jihadis inclined with them because they will not slaughter their own. That is why we call out our Igbo criminal terrorist politicians who have decided to be the kidnappers, the masterminders, and those that place bounties on the head of our prime minister, those that bring the armor tankers down to Biafra land to say they are coming to bomb Biafran people, bomb Biafra army, bomb Biafra resistance fighters, bomb Biafra navy because of what? Because of Biafra declaration of independence. So we have fools, we have idiots as elders and leaders. How many of you have seen them again come out to do the protest that was stage managed at Umuahia in front of the local government? Please, since that day, have you seen them again come out to come and stage manage another protest? I want people to answer me, please. When I see our elders come out again to stage manage another protest in front of Umuahia local government.
We have not seen my minister.
So why was it pertinent for them to come out only that day to come and stage manage that protest?
Eye service.
Eye service, thank you, my dear. So this is the people we call elders. While you check the media now, as we have taken the case of the Christians in Nigeria to the international community, if you check the media, you see all the Muslim brothers and sisters, the senators, that they are coming to do what? To defend the reportage that is coming out. They are coming to defend it to tell you that no, it is not Christian massacre. That is general massacre that Muslims and Islamic jihadis has also massacred. But have you seen any Igbo man or any senator or any minister or governor coming out to say anything? Eh, and let everybody understand, when we say Igbo governors and senators and ministers, we are not talking of only the Igbo from southeast, as they say southeast, from Ebonyi, Anambra, Abia, Imo, and the other states. No, we are talking about the entire Biafran state. We are all Igbos. Yes, because that is the name they call all of us when they want to destroy our market. That is the name they call all of us when they want to massacre all of us. When they want to massacre Biafran people, everybody are Igbos. Calabar is Igbo. Ibibio is Igbo. Calabari is Igbo. Igede is Igbo. But that is done and dusted. And they want to use segregation and divide and rule and divide and conquer tactics. That is when they start telling you, no, you are Kalabari. You don't speak Igbo. Mad people everywhere. So, if BRGIE did not step up the game, if Moran Global Strategies was not there, if Amen Dabiri was not there, if the APM was not there when our Prime Minister was imprisoned, what would have happened to the Biafran people? Our case would have been different. The significance of the U.S. Congressional briefing on Biafra on the 18th of September 2025 is the result that you are seeing out today. Many of you were making caricature of the U.S. Congressional briefing of the Biafran people on the 18th of September, and we kept quiet. We did not bother to come debunking you or to come and carry very long sticks, say make we kill snake way long inside house where we see say corner too much. We just left you people because we know say many of una get mental problems. But today, you are all seated at the corners of your rooms and watching news emanating from US, news emanating from Canada, news emanating from UK, news emanating from all the big media houses of the US, news emanating from senators and lawmakers of US. Mind you, we did not have the US congressional briefing in a restaurant. Like Ngozi Mburumiri opened our embassy in a restaurant. We had the US congressional briefing at where? The US Congress House. Let me call it where. We had that US congressional briefing inside the Capitol. The Capitol, that is the seat of power of America. The same building where you will see Trump seated and standing to address the entire world. The same building where you see Trump standing to have meeting where they make laws and make decisions that affect the entire world today. United Nations were unable to solve or to end any war, but Donald Trump, with his lawmakers, are the ones ending the war that is happening in the world. So do you now understand the significance of Biafran people gathering inside the Washington DC capital of US? It is not moi moi. It is not moi moi. It is not moi moi. This is how we just kept quiet when we came back from the congressional briefing. And some of you were there. Oh. You see, many of them on YouTube and TikTok, they say, the disgrace of U.S. congressional briefing. Today, where are some of you? And what will you say? And how will you rate the result of the U.S. congressional briefing? And I ask all of you, what has been your own outcome or result of whatever diplomatic work that you have done in Washington, D.C.? Today, you are seeing Senator Ted Cruz. Senator Ted Cruz is carrying out a campaign against Nigeria terrorist leaders. He's telling you that all Nigerian leaders and politicians, that they are the ones aiding and abetting what? The genocide of Christians in Nigeria. If you go to the Biafra government website, you will see under the diplomatic engagement, you will see that BRGIE, ably led by our APM, had significant meetings with Senator Cruz. Senator Cruz, a top-ranking member of the lawmakers of America. Go to the BRGIE government website. I think we posted the link out earlier before this morning. or whether last night. Let me put it in the Jumbotron. When you click, you go to the website, scroll down, you will see Senator Cruz there shaking hands with our APN. Those are part of the diplomatic engagement that gave birth to Nigeria crying today. Some of you just sleep and wake up, you're asking yourself, how come America is now carrying Biafran, Nigerian news on their head, the massacre of Christians? How come? We didn't concern America. No, we did not go to engage the lawmakers of America for nothing. We went to engage them to make sure we destroy the Zoological Republic of Animal Kingdom that has destroyed the lives of babies, women, and children for years. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, our supreme leader, was kidnapped by this same Zoological Republic of Animal Kingdom. From where? Kenya. Till today, he is not released. And you now stand to see international kidnappers participating in the United Nations General Assembly, making decisions for the war. Kidnapper. Nigeria as a kidnapper, international kidnapper for that matter, is also giving a speech in the United Nations General Assembly. That is to tell you that there is nothing that the United Nations can tell you that can carry water. Mm-mm. They sat down there and they were telling you that they want to pass a law whereby you have to go and marry your sister. That a man need to go and marry man, woman need to go and marry woman. Hmm? And then when they say everybody use paracetamol and then you refuse to use paracetamol, they say they have to hang you to death. Then they will hang you. They will say it is the international law that is from above. That is what has to happen. Then you will be subjected to it. But it took only America one vote to deactivate that evil plan of the globalists. BRGI exposed Nigeria in Washington, D.C. We tear them apart. We have done them what they never thought we could do. It is not cho. It is regular and spontaneous meeting with the lawmakers. It is the money of Biafrans that is talking. Biafrans have been contributing every day to see that this come to fruition. And it is happening, and it will continue to happen. We want to also use this opportunity to say kudos to the Yoruba people because they are enjoying the memorandum of understanding that they signed with the Fulani people. How many of you remember, whether last year or year before last, when they said Fulani and Yoruba signed memorandum of understanding, then Tinubu said the Yorubas and the Fulani terrorists, they are one. So today, what is happening in Kwara is not a coincidence. It is a fulfillment and the shake-up and the reunification degree of the Yorubas and the Fulani terrorists. They are doing festa inauguration for them. It is called inauguration feast. We are clapping for them to enjoy their reunion. Let them enjoy it. Let them see what it feels like to do propaganda, blackmail, and slander against the Biafran people. To have done propaganda to jail and to blackmail the entire Biafran people for years. The sabotage of the Yoruba people did not start today. Sunday Igboho is walking out freely in the street. Showore is walking out every day. He will be going to court. He's doing protests, going this way, going this way. Boko Haram terrorists are being taken care of in Nigeria. But what happens to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? El-Rufai said, whether in 2015 or 2017, that the Boko Haram terrorists, they are not fighting to end Nigeria, that they are doing normal business, that they are seen as bandits. But the Biafran people, our own is not bandit, our own is secession. We are looking for independence. So because we are looking for independence, we become endangered species to them. So they can't let us breathe. They won't let us survive. And we must not survive because they own Nigeria. And we rejected Nigeria for them and said, okay, let Biafra go so that we can have peace. Why is it hard for them to understand? We will continue to expose Nigeria and to drag them to the mud. We are calling and reminding Senator Ted Cruz that in your list of accountability of Nigerian terrorist leaders that you're compiling, remember Peter Obi inside because he massacred Biafrans and dumped their body in a Zoo River. Peter Obi should be in your list. Willie Obiano should be in your list. Igbazu should be in your list. These are the people that planned the massacre of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in his house. They invaded, they brought the army, and then God wicks him away, and he's alive today. All the Ohanes Mpurumiris, many of them have died now. The Ohanes Mpurumiri, many of them have died because they said over their dead body will Biafra come. So they have already died. So Biafra is coming, and Biafra has come. Soludo, sitting governor, his name should be on your list. Ogbonnaya, Ebonyi governor, his name should be on your list. Peter Mba, Enugu governor, his name should be on your list. Obledu Odimma, his name must be on your list. Who is remaining again? Iyinaya Iberibe, his name must be on your list. Ohaneze Mkpurumiri, their names must be on your list. Osita Isinaso, his name must be on your list. I think that list we go full, and you go need to double the paper because only the terrorists, politicians, and saboteurs that we have in Biafra land, he passed the ones where they for north and south, east and southwest. Our problem has not been from Abuja. Our problem has been
So
from
have you added Wike?
Wike, God bless you. Wike massacred thousands of Biafrans in Obibo.
Dave Omai,
Dave Umahi is also there. Please, you guys should be reminding us all the names.
Boss
Godswill
Wilakpabio,
Akpabio is there. Continue counting their names, please continue. Umoeno is there. The other one, Ben Ayade, that just come up for seat for Cross River State. Put a name there. We need all these names properly compiled.
Ifeanyi Ugwuanyi, the former governor of Enugu State.
Yeah, thank you. Let the name continue.
Obiano,
Prophet,
the former governor of Anambra State, is still there.
Rocha Sokorocha,
God bless you. Rocha Sokorocha. Hmm. So, please, media team, everybody compile this list and throw it down to us in the media group. You can throw it to Madam Key or Madam Stella or Madam Tutos or Madam Betty, or you throw it to Mr. Snow, Toti, throw it to me, throw it to any of us. Yes, we need all these names. We have to update Senator Ted Cruz so that all these names will be there. We don't say we need this till on Monday. You guys should work on this list and these names and supply us from now to tomorrow. Yes. And remember to make research of their indulgence in the series of massacre that happened. Don't forget what's the name? Obasanjo. Obasanjo is the one that carried out the massacre in Bayelsa. So, but we start by counting those ones in Biafra land first. They should make the list for us. Before Senator Ted Cruz will even go and start looking at those ones in the north, let him start with our own criminals, which we have. Our criminals need to be dealt with. And this is just for international community. While international community are enlisting their names, Biafran people will deal with these people mercilessly in their own ways. Yes. Biafran people have their own ways to deal with them. That is why we printed out those their photos and say, go and hold all these politicians of Biafra land accountable. The one you see that their faces are not there, add it for us. Hold them accountable because they are the problems. They are the ones that kidnap Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They are the ones that are holding us hostages. Fulani terrorists, governors, ministers, and reps, they are doing what? They are soliciting and protecting their terrorists. Which day did you see Gumi tell the entire world that if Nigerian army open fire on one Boko Haram or Fulani terrorist, that 40 will emerge? Is it up to 5 days? They struck in Kwara State. This was when they had a peace deal agreement, too, and they collected so much money from the Nigerian government, and they bought weapons. Those money they collected is what they use to go and acquire the weapons which they use to ransack Kwara community. And yesterday, where was it? That was in Borno. Borno, this is the village and the state of the vice president of Nigeria, the founder of Boko Haram. So, Biafran people, it is high time you all joined the fundraising and the town hall meeting to raise funds and get your recognition. And also defend your land. Because now that we have done the work in diaspora and we will continue to do the work, you need to intensify the momentum of destabilizing and destroying the occupational terrorists in Biafra land, so that they will all be in disarray and they will pack their loads and leave. While we were in Washington, D.C., inside the White House, having the U.S. Congressional briefing, Biafra Army were neutralizing armored tankers of Nigerian terrorists in Biafra land. If you have not seen the video, go and check my page. We have posted the video there. You see the date of the CCTV camera. You see how Nigerian terrorists are towing their armored tankers out of Biafra land. Tinubu, on his national broadcast on the 1st of October, admitted and made it public that Nigeria had declared war on the Biafran people because of Biafra independence. And he claimed that he was winning the war. How could you be winning war when your armored tankers are shattered in Biafra land and you are towing them out of Biafra red zone? First was for him to acknowledge the fact and pronounce to the entire world to know. That is evidence that Biafran people are at war with the Nigerian terrorist government. Why? Because of their declaration and their stand on Biafra independence. And second is for you to acknowledge that the Biafran people are winning the war because your armored tankers are being towed out of Biafra land without help of any kind. Biafran people, you are winning the war, and we must continue. Please, our time is fast spent, and we have to run out here. That is why I have to drop the mic now, because we don't have time again. We have to prepare ourselves to start our fundraising and our town hall meeting. Please do well to click the link to the Zoom to join the Zoom. Don't stay out to watch on YouTube and on Facebook and on the Twitter, you will not even see anything to watch. If you don't enter inside the Zoom, you will not see anything. I salute all Biafrans. I want everyone to understand that the effort of BRJ has brought about this success that we have yielded today. Dewo Mochineke, and see you in the fundraising. Thank you so much, my ministers, on the co-host and on the host. I love you guys so much. And in another world, I will want to have you guys as ministers in the media again. Dewo.
Kai, ndewo, our minister. Brother Mickey. Ewe.
Go ahead, Tutor.
Oh, my name.
But wait to make the men no jealous. So say that two women wait there on the host and the co-host. Now I come they say I go want them to be around me again in another life. Men, I need all of you. I know say men can be so jealous, but make we not go jealous women now. You know we have to put the women on that kind of spirit now because they deserve it.
Okay. Tutor, someone close.
Oh,
Young money. Young money have been begging you to talk. He's
yeah,
here.
even
Oh.
senior
He's still
citizen and Mary. Chai, my minister, give
young.
them three minutes now. Because,
Yeah. Go ahead before we
okay,
wrap up.
senior citizen request for Mike, I beg. And Mary. Make dem no vex so make I send mic to senior citizen at least three minutes. Your money wait biko before this our senior citizen go. Sister Stella, are you there? Hey, hey, my God, your money, oh yeah, use your 3 minutes. Let me try and connect, send mic to her. Go ahead, your minute. Oh, your
Okay, thank you. I mean, don't bite your tongue. I'm here. Greetings. Please, am I coming out?
yeah, go ahead with your 3 minutes. Let me connect.
Okay.
No, Stella is here.
Okay. Okay. Thank you so much. Greetings, Biafra Brave government. My government, I salute you people. Good evening from my side. Yes, I'm so happy that we are surviving under the umbrella of Biafra Brave government, which have kept us alive. Thank you so much, our gatekeepers, those who have made the world to hear our voice, no matter how the enemy, the saboteurs, are working so hard to silence us, but our gatekeepers made it possible for our voice to be heard. Thank you so much. Yes, I want to appreciate our government, our Biafra Brave government, for making it possible for Zoological Animal Republic Kingdom not to celebrate their independence. It is a historic thing for we to celebrate because this corrupt entity have been celebrating the killings, the hardship, the humiliation over there for decades. But just through the efforts of Biafra Brave government, through what we have placed in the world table and the evidences that we have shown to the world, and as we have been defending our land for the invaders from the terrorist country not to invade our land. Nigeria don't have any money. Nigeria don't have any strength to celebrate their independence. But my question to Biafra, to Igbos who claim that they are representing Biafra land, why are them still embracing the terrorist government which every region have rejected? The northern region have rejected Nigeria as their governmental officials. The western part have rejected Nigeria as their governmental officials. It's only in Biafra land that the Igbo politicians welcome Nigeria terrorist government on the Independence Day or a day before the Independence Day. We, the Biafran people, we are watching at them very, very close. If they think that that land belongs to them, let them still reask themselves where they came from, because that land, it is rightful belong to us. Nobody owns it. They are not the one who owns it. For them to be inviting terrorists in our land, then Biafra-Brave
Okay.
government.
Your money. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank
Okay, thank you so much.
Yeah,
Yeah.
now you use 5 instead of 3 minutes. I only beg for 3. Now you've used 5. Thank you so
Yes,
much.
yes, thank
I'll
you.
take that will find us. Hey, Mama Stella. Yeah, grab your
Yeah,
own
thank
3
you.
minutes.
Yeah,
Hey,
thank you. I salute you, tutors, and I know we are on the
there,
conclusion
bro.
to go to our fundraising. So I want to use this opportunity to appreciate all of us Biafrans, the media warriors, and Biafrans that love freedom. That you guys are amazing. Please come all to our fundraising this evening. And also, I want to use this opportunity to talk to worldwide freedom lovers. If you know what we are doing, that you love humanity, and that you love what Biafra Brigi is doing to liberate lives in Biafra. And I tell you, it will also even liberate our neighbors, like the Hausa land, like the Yoruba land. You can come and support us financially. You can come. Please, can somebody help me post the fund site where they can go to support? Please, somebody post it to Jumbotron so that they will know. Uh, we need the help. We need, even if you're a freedom lover, even when if you're a Nigerian and you're sick of Nigeria and you're seeing what's going on, what you're seeing every day, the killings going on, come and support Biafra. Support us. Fund our liberation. Because listen, our liberation, Biafra's liberation is automatically your own liberation. Is Yoruba's liberation. Is Hausa's liberation. Is the Middle Belt liberation. Except you guys don't want. And I know a lot of you want. So the only way forward is for you to come and support. You see, they have brainwashed a lot of Biafras that have money, because most of the time the money they have is Nigeria that made them. But you're well-meaning Biafra and have seen Nigerian, and you have seen what is going on there. And maybe your people are not fighting, you are not speaking up. And you've seen Biafra, we have brigade that are speaking of fighting, and we have military. You understand? You can come and support us. Support us. Because at the end of the day, we will be your good neighbor. Our freedom is your freedom. In fact, our freedom is your freedom. There's no way you will come to Biafran nation when you need a help and will not open our arms to welcome you. And then imagine when you even have a record in Biafra that you supported, you funded Biafra liberation. Wow. We can even give you a citizenship. Who knows? So you're all welcome. If you're freedom lovers, you're welcome. Even if you're American, I can see a lot of souls speaking out on our behalf. We love it. And we also use the opportunity to tell you, you can also fund. You can support us. We need a help, a tangible help, financially, diplomatically, and otherwise. Please, come one, come all this evening to our fundraising. Thank you, tutors. Appreciate it. Bye.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, sweetie. Thank you, sweetie. The link to our website is here on the Jumbotron. When you click this diplomatic engagement, Biafra Republic Government in Exile.org, and then you get there. So you can see our info at Biafra Republic Government.org email there. You contact us, and then you can be of help to the Biafran people. Thank you so much.
Thank you, my minister. Thank you for the extra time you've given to our colleagues and Biafrans to speak. Thank you, senior citizen. That was a very good one. Yeah, they should come and support and keep their receipt. Thank you so much for that submission. Madam Key, do you have anything to say before we close? Vote of thanks.
No, no, I'm in the kitchen. I'm in the kitchen now.
Hey, what are you cooking? Teleport it.
Tomorrow is
Me,
Sunday,
I dey
please.
hungry. Oh.
Put my name there.
What's this on the stay
Me, I dey hungry. Oh.
Put my name there. Put my name
Please
there.
put my name on the plate. So not only on the pot.
Teleport it.
You put my stomach on.
Okay, now. Put my name. Put my stomach. Put everything. Put my date and day. It was amazing, very educative space today and informative. Thank you so much. God bless us all. So this little 20 minutes that we have, just grab your cup of coffee and they just move now direct back to the Zoom. The room is open. So thank you so much. I'll end the space here. Tomorrow is another day. If you did not speak, God will keep us alive and then you speak tomorrow. Thank you so much. You are all important and talented Biafrans. God bless us also. Your money, I know you had a detailed script, but just forgive us, okay? Tomorrow is another day, and every other person that intended to speak today, you will speak tomorrow. Thank you so much, my minister. We can transit to this Zoom. Thank you, Madam K, for accepting to assist as a co-host today. We're doing very, very great. But remember my pot of food, put my name. Thank you so much, dear friends. Let's go. Bye. No, not bye. See you there.